everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Odette and I do weekly fashion and lifestyle videos for the working girl. And today on my channel I'm pretty much sharing with you my most used and my least used bags of 2023. Most of them are luxury. There's like one contemporary there, which, yeah. If this is the kind of stuff that you like, then definitely consider subscribing to my channel and also turn on the notification bell so that you know every single time that I upload on here on YouTube. I'm going to start with my least used bags this time around. I usually start with most then go to least, but I'm going to start with least because I want to end on a high note. So I'm going to start with this bag. You can see the tag is on it. I picked it up when I went to the US. It's a Coach bag, by the way, Coach Tabby. I wanted a Coach Tabby for a long time, longest time. I wanted it when it came out. Was it last year? I think it came out last year. I wanted it in the green color. I couldn't get it. Was it last year or the year before? I can't remember now. Time goes by so quickly. But then I saw this beauty on Jenny Jenkins' YouTube, and she was talking about how in the US at the time, because she was in the US as well, they were doing 40% off online and like an extra 20% off in store, something ridiculous like that. But I know in terms of pounds, it came down to about 100 and something pounds. Meanwhile, at the time in the UK, because it was a newly released bag, it was 500 pounds. So I picked this one up, but I haven't worn it yet. It's not for nothing because there is a dress that I do plan to wear this bag with. I haven't reached for it. It's such a fun bag too. So technically speaking, I should really be reaching for it. So I still like this bag. I think it's a unique piece. Whenever my friends come around, they see it, they're like, that's such a pretty bag. When I think of this bag, I think she's more of a spring-summer bag rather than an autumn-winter bag. But let's see. Another bag that I haven't worn that much of is this mini Chanel bag. The reason why this one doesn't surprise me is because it's no secret. If you've been watching my videos, then you know I always say I'm allergic to black bags. I'm gonna stop saying that word. I'll just say black bags are typically not my preference. I like more colored bags, and the only non-work black bags that I own is this one and this toy blue here. And quite frankly, she would have made the cut as well of least used bags if not for the Coach, which I haven't used at all. So if we're talking about least used luxury bags, then for sure she is definitely there. But because I'm just talking about bags in general, the bags that I own, then I have to put the Coach one. So there's no particular reason. I'm not a huge fan of wearing black. My wardrobe tends to be quite neutral. I do have colors here and there, but I think majority of what I wear is neutral, and because of that I tend to go a little bit more crazy with my bags. I like to wear bags that have a bit of character. Granted, this one does because it does have this adjustable strap thing here, which is quite unique, but as in general I don't typically reach or don't even typically purchase black bags as often as most other people do. So that's why she's featured here, just because I haven't really worn her out. I've not really had anywhere that I really want to wear her to. So I've worn this one about 3 times last year, so it's not like I don't wear her at all, but compared to some of my other bags, and also because it's a Chanel, I should be wearing her more often, but I just don't. The thing about this one is that I have debated selling it, but whenever I think about, first of all, how much I purchased it for, I bought it from the boutique and it was such a discount. It's about $1,000. There's no way I'm ever gonna see this, well, maybe on the pre-love market, but I would struggle to find this at that kind of price, even dare I say on the pre-love market, because this has gone up quite a bit. I think the difficult thing about this bag for me is the color. It's a raspberry color, but when I look at it and think about the future, I'm like, well, to be fair, I can see myself at 40 years old wearing this. It's a very interesting bag. Obviously, if you know it, you know it. Doesn't have any huge logo surrounded by it. I don't know, there's just something about it. It's a piece that I can see myself wearing in the future, and because of that I don't want to sell it. If I felt like I don't see myself wearing this 5 years from now, then 100% I would have sold it, considering the fact that I don't pick it up that often. Plus I don't really own a pink bag besides this one, so I she has a place in my wardrobe still. That's just what I'm trying to say. So this one I haven't picked up at all this last year. I keep saying this year, last year. 2 reasons. First of all, is a silver hardware. I'm not a huge fan of silver. And secondly, again, I think it's the same reason that there are other bags that I reach for a lot more. But what that also tells me is that I really need to stop buying bags, because I clearly am not even able to wear some of the ones that I like, but because I reach for other ones a lot more. This one I wouldn't sell it because I picked this one up for about £600 or so. It was very cheap the time I picked it up. Picked it up from Vista Village from the Saint Laurent store there, and there's no way I would ever find this even on the pre-love market for this price. The condition is still very good because I barely wear it. If I was to ever find this on the pre-love market for that price, it would probably be a battered back. If I was to sell this today, I probably would get 1,000 plus on this, so that's an extra 400 in what I spent. If I was going for a wedding, I can see myself picking this up quite easily. I think it still has a place in my wardrobe. That's why I've never really thought about selling this one in particular. So the final one that is kind of the least worn, and I've only ever worn it once, and I'm definitely going to sell it when I get around to actually taking pictures and posting online, is this Bottega Veneta cassette bag. This was 100% an influenced bag, influenced by social media, and a mistake. The one time that I wore it is because I felt bad that I hadn't worn it at all. It was a pity wear. And she doesn't deserve that. She deserves a lot more. I picked it up secondhand, so thank goodness I didn't pay the full price for this because it's a no. It's just too puffy. It doesn't really, it's not even the color, because I do like the color and I do plan to buy myself a green in this color. This is one of those bags that there's no point buying it brand new because there's so many of them online. That's also to tell you, like secondhand, that also tells you, I guess, the longevity of it. Seems like most people don't really like it. It's a mistake. It's a no. It belongs in another home where it can truly be appreciated, because it's not this one. I think in the future, if I'm debating a bag, because I did debate this quite a bit, I went on and tried it in store, and even still after, I still had doubts, but then I saw it for a decent price on the pre-love market, and so I went for it because I didn't want to miss out. And this was just right after I missed out on my another bag, so I think it was part of that as well. But in the future, if I ever have doubts, I think I would sort of buy a lookalike, not necessarily a dupe, but just kind of a lookalike, and then see how I feel about it. If you're enjoying the video so far, then go ahead and give us a like, because it helps YouTube know that this is something that is fun to watch, and I will recommend it to other people. And if you're not following me yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because this is the kind of videos that I do. Mixture of fashion. I give you my opinion on things that I've purchased. I give you opinion on things that are out there. So consider subscribing to my channel. Now moving on to 5 bags that I have worn a lot. I have 3 work bags, and naturally those 3 would have featured because I go to work 3 days a week, then 2 days a week I work from home. Sometimes I'm at work 4 days a week as well. So most of the time that I go out, it's to work, and so naturally I would reach for my bags a lot more. But I'm going to feature just one here, and then I'll show you the other 2 just so you can see what they are. But my most used from a work bag category bag is my Louis Vuitton. This bag is the best work bag in the world. I stand by it. It's the best bag you would ever buy. I have done an entire video of this bag, talking about the ins and outs, the pros and cons, and all of that kind of stuff. If you're thinking about buying a work bag, please go for this one, because you're not going to regret it. I have used this bag so much. You can see it's still in very good condition. I've been using it now for more than a year now. This is the bag that I naturally gravitate to all the time. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you my other 2 work bags that I use quite often, which are these 2 bags. Oh, this is open now. So this is Celine, and when I carry this, I normally carry my laptop bag separately because my laptop can't comfortably fit in this. And this one is my Prada double tote. Both of these I bought secondhand for less than £1,000. So yeah, I just had to mention that here because I think these 2 bags do deserve some type of mention in this video, because I do wear them often, but that's more of a natural concept rather than me intentionally wanting to wear them. We'll count all of those ones that I showed you as one. The second one is my business affinity bag, which is my Chanel bag. This is just a dream for me. I love this bag. I know a lot of people don't talk so much about this particular style of bag. It's one of the cheapest one that you have at Chanel. If you want me to, I could do a video on, I guess, the cheapest Chanel bags if you're looking for a bag that is still great value for money. So this is one of them. People that typically buy these bags are those that really love it, because it's not a hard to get type of bag. It doesn't necessarily come out every drop collection. I don't think it does. So I reach for this one all the time. Obviously it's a caramel color. It's easy to style. I haven't had any issues with it. I don't have anything really negative to say about this. It's literally one of my favorite bags, and that is very clear from the way I use it. Another one is this Saint Laurent. I made it a point to try and wear this one quite often, because if I'm not mistaken, the year before, 2021, I wasn't really reaching for this one. So this year I really wanted to reach for her, and I absolutely love this bag. She's gorgeous. perfect. Right now this bag is double the price that I paid for it, and I bought it brand new from the Saint Laurent store, but now it's double the price online because Saint Laurent went crazy a couple of weeks ago and increased all their prices. So it makes me even appreciate her a lot more. So I do like this bag. It's so pretty. It goes with everything. It's quite similar to my caramel, but also different because this is more of a beige color, so it's not particularly rich in color, but it's still a very perfect color. It's a classic, isn't it? It's a forever bag for me. It's one of those colors that you can wear in any season because during the winter it makes sense. It's very muted. During the summer against the white dress it'll be pretty. It's just a perfect bag. I also love it because I can fit quite a bit inside. If I just open and show you, so you can pack quite a bit inside this bag. So this bag and my Louis Vuitton pochette métis, which is up there, are the two bags that typically if I want to carry a little bit more, but I don't want to go like any of my work bags, then I would reach for this. This one was my most used bag of 2021. This beautiful Chanel 19. So happy I picked it up when I did because, like I said, the prices of everything is increasing. So I'm at a point where it makes me appreciate the ones that I have because I paid cheaper for them and now people are having to pay a lot more for them. This bag is an absolute dream for me. I purchased it about 2 years ago. Very, very pretty. It's wear quite nicely. I love wearing it because it goes with almost everything in my wardrobe. So this, for me, is my original black bag. I treat this almost like a black bag because whenever I'm confused and I'm like, what should I wear in terms of bags, I just reach for this one because it goes with everything. It goes with blue, red, green, yellow, anything you can imagine it goes. It's the perfect shade of brown because it's kind of that dark brown instead of the lighter brown. It's a very versatile bag. In the evening, you can hold it as a top handle like this with a chain, and during the day, you can just wear it crossbody. Again, the chain length is perfect, so it allows me to wear it however I want to. It does have mixed metals, which means you can typically wear it with different jewelry, but I always just wear gold because I'm a gold girl. A forever bag, 100%. I would never sell this. If I was able to get rid of it, I'll pass it down maybe to my future daughter that I know I would one day have. But yeah, I don't ever see myself getting rid of this. I think this is just a special piece. I don't know if it's my most used bag, but in the last 6 months of 2022, I've worn it a lot because I did buy it around that time anyways. It's my mini Chanel bag. This is such a beautiful bag. It's like the baby brother of the 19 in terms of the color. What I mean by that is another bag that if I'm not quite sure what to wear and I didn't really want to reach for my 19, this would be my second option. So it's my, call it a semi-black bag, if you will. It's, again, that dark green color, and so it goes with a lot of things. Just something that I've noticed, if ever you wanted to buy a bag that had color, but you didn't want something that was hard to style, go for the darker versions, because the darker version in every color is always good enough to go with a lot of things. If this was a light green, like this one, you'll find that this is harder to style against different types of clothing items, but with this it's not the case. This looks great against camel. This looks great against so many items that I own in my wardrobe, and so I always get compliments whenever I have this out. If you want to start adding color to your wardrobe, I would definitely recommend for you to start with the darker colors and see how you do with that before moving on to the brighter ones. So I think that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching to this point. Let me know which bags were your favorite. It would be interesting whether there's a bag that is least worn but you think that I should wear it more often because it's just amazing. Let me know in the comment section and let's have a chat. Also, if you want to keep watching more videos from me, I'm going to put 2 recommendations here for you to check out. Thank you so much for watching to this point, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.